Hey everyone, Saul from Three Kingdoms Games here. Coming to you today with some combos that you can do using War of the Spark cards. Now, the only combos I included in here will require 3 or less cards in order to work, because I generally find combos that require 4+ cards end up becoming very unreliable. But nonetheless, here we go. So, first up we have Ral, Storm Conduit. He's the new Ral from War of the Spark. He's a 4 CMC Planeswalker. Whenever you cast or copy a spell, you get to deal 1 damage to an opponent or a Planeswalker. So, right there, that's going to be the ability you use to win with this combo. +2, you get to scry 1, which is okay. -2, you get to copy the next instant or sorcery you cast this turn, and you can choose new targets for the copy. The next card in this combo, so that's going to be the ability that enables the combo, is the -2. So you -2, and then you're going to cast Double Cast. Double Cast is a 2 CMC sorcery. Whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery this turn, you get to copy it. So you have 2 copies of Double Cast now on the stack. You then cast an Expansion from Expansion Explosion. Expansion is a 2 CMC instant that lets you copy target instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost 4 or less. So the first one will copy Double Cast. Now another expansion is going to go on the stack because the Double Cast triggers of when you cast. Those expansions will target expansion, and now it just keeps looping itself, targeting expansion, and every time you copy, Ral deals 1 damage to your opponent or a Planeswalker. So right there, you now have a loop that you just kill the entire table if you're in Commander, or because this does fit into a 60-card format, you can do this in Standard or Modern if you want to. I think this might be a little too slow for Modern. And also, if you're worried about finding these 3 specific cards because, Commander, 100 cards, it is sometimes difficult to find all the cards you need. There are redundancies you can use. Now, there isn't really a replacement for Ral, unfortunately, but you do have bonus round, refuse to cooperate, using the cooperate side for the copy effects, fork, howl the horde, and the list goes on for cards that you could sub into this combo if you wanted to include this into a Commander deck for more reliable outcomes. As well as if you are using this in a Standard deck, you can get this to work if you don't have a Double Cast by using something like an Opt or a Shock, any 1-cost spell, and then 2 expansions if you don't have the Ral Zarek trigger for whatever reason you didn't minus. You just need something you can target in order for expansion to go on the stack and continue the loop to, iterate through this combo and kill your opponent. The next combo I want to talk about is Bolas' Citadel. It's a 6 CMC artifact. You can look at the top card of your library whenever you want. You can cast the top card of your library. You pay life instead of mana for this. And then you can sack 10 non-land permanents you control, and each opponent loses 10 life. So you're going to be using the top and cast for this, the top peak and the cast for this combo. The next card in this combo is Sensei's Divining Top. It's been banned in Modern, but it's a 1 CMC. For 1 mana, you can look at the top 3 cards of your library, put them back in any order. Or you can tap it, draw a card, and then put top on top of your library. Now, this is going to be the part that enables this combo. So, this means pretty much for 1 mana, you get to draw, for 1 life, you get to draw a card, which is already pretty strong, that you can just repeat this combo. But then the last part of this combo, to make it a win con, is Aetherflux Reservoir. It's a 4 CMC artifact that whenever you cast a spell, you gain a life for each spell you've cast this turn. So if this is in play, every time you use top, you gain a life. So first time you use top, once this is out, you gain 1 life, and then you gain 2 life, and then you gain 3 life, and so on and so forth until you've, you can start gaining 50 life at a time, which is where you can then use Aetherflux Reservoir's second ability of pay 50 life, deal 50 to a player or creature. If you really want to blow up a creature, I guess you can do that. But it will get to the point where I draw a card, I gain 50 life. So you can instantly just kill a player right there. Now, that combo with the top and the Bolas' Citadel and Aetherflux Reservoir really easy to pull off, especially if you're in like a Brea or artifact heavy deck, because you can search out all these things really quickly. And you probably have ways to cheat them into play. So I like this combo a lot. I think it's a pretty reliable combo, especially for getting to deck yourself, and in the process of drawing through your deck, you also get to kill your opponents. And in Commander with 40 life, you can spare quite a bit trying to draw through and find win cons and other solutions. Even if you don't end up using this combo as a win con, it's still a very strong combo. Now, next one I want to talk about is for those stacks players like me, or for people who just like playing control elements that are really strong. So Karn, the Great Creator, is the new Karn. 4 CMC, his passive is what you're using for this combo. Activated abilities of artifacts your opponents control can't be activated. Now, this is important, that the wording on it, because it doesn't say non-mana abilities. It just says abilities. So this will include all mana abilities. So right there, if you drop him and you don't have the second half of this, you still have cut off their soul rings, their mana crypts, all their mana rocks, which right there might slow them down depending on how they built their deck for Commander. The next card in this combo is Mycosynth Lattice. It's a 6 CMC artifact that when it comes into play, all cards in play are artifacts in addition to whatever types they were. So what this means is it comes out, it turns everything into an artifact, including your opponent's lands. It is an activated ability to tap a land for mana. So this means right there, you just lock them out of being able to cast things using their lands. Now, add in any of the many cards out there that stops people from attacking you, such as Ensnaring Bridge if you're in an artifact deck, which you probably are with this combo, or you're in a stacks deck, which usually do run Ensnaring Bridge. Dump your hand, and now they can't attack you. So they can't attack you and they can't tap their lands for mana, or if you board wipe before you do this, any of these things will pretty much ensure this might be a win. People will probably concede to this. If not, they might get out of it, but you probably slowed them down enough that you can do whatever you want, because this won't affect your lands, obviously. And lastly, the combo I thought up with some of the regulars here was a lot of fun to figure this one out. So it's Aminatu, the Fate Spinner. So you're going to be using her as your commander most likely. She's 3 CMC. She comes in with 3 loyalty. +1, you draw a card, put a card from your hand on top of your library. -1, exile another target permanent you control and return it to the battlefield under your control. And then her -6 is irrelevant for this combo, but the -1 is going to be what you use the most for this next kind of combo. So you use Spark Double, that new 4 cost. When it comes in, you're going to copy Aminatu, most likely with this. I don't see any reason you'd copy anything else, but maybe you want to. But you're going to copy Aminatu for this combo to work. Because when it comes in, it becomes a copy of either a creature or a planeswalker. If it's a planeswalker, it gets that many loyalty +1. If it's a creature, it gets whatever the creature is plus an additional +1/+1 counter. So comes in as Aminatu. And then you'll also need Oath of Teferi out. Now, you're probably running Esper Super Friends is what I'm thinking of for this deck. Kind of stacksy, probably. You're going to want to slow them down. So Oath of Teferi is a 5 CMC. When it comes in, you get to exile something till end of turn. And the second ability on it is the important one, is your planeswalkers can activate loyalty abilities twice each round. So what this means is with 2 copies of Aminatu out, because the Spark Double isn't a legendary copy. It's just going to be an Aminatu the Fate Spinner, non-legendary planeswalker. You can now flicker your entire board, have infinite mana. If you have any draw effect planeswalkers, have infinite draw. Literally draw through your deck, find whatever win cons you want. Use every one of your planeswalker abilities as many times as you'd like. And if you can't win with this, now you're not going to be able to ult any of them. But being able to uptick and downtick planeswalkers as much as you like on a turn is a pretty strong thing to do to people. So there you have it. Those are some of the combos I found so far using War of the Spark cards. Now I'm going to keep looking for more and hopefully do another video like this to share more of them with you. As always, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Easy way to support us in everything we do. And don't forget to hit the notification icon, the little bell in the corner there, so you don't miss any of this content as it comes out. You can follow us on all major social media. That's in the description box below. Comment below. Tell me what you think of these combos. Tell me if you found combos. I'll cover them. I like having this open dialogue with the community. As always, I'll see you next time.